her section
of that run to the finals before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a 3.
Caitlin Clark here gets the switch on the screen, smaller. Just for that reason, they're too deadly from behind the arc.
An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got another. Second 3 of the quarter for Caitlin Clark.
He's in the history of the league. You might want to get out of
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Okay, we're going to talk about it. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. I'm having a fantastic morning, night, whatever you're doing tonight. Turn up, I'm glad you're with me. Let's go. Today we're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark, trouble on all sides. Y'all already know what it is. It's going to be crazy. Let's get to the show.
Stay get down.
Oh, I'm rested. Oh, I got a great nap in.
Stay get down.
Let the beat play. Hey,
Stay get down. Stay get down.
All right, let's get to it. Now let's go ahead and get to it. Straight into it. Now, what we've seen all day, or what we've seen this week, right? And I wanted to show y'all some highlights of Caitlin to remind y'all that she's great. Because so many people have been telling me that Caitlin Clark isn't her. Right? If you go on my Facebook page, everybody on my Facebook page is trying to tell me Caitlin Clark isn't her. Now, Caitlin Clark this week has won about 3 awards so far this week. She's had the most points, 300 points, fastest of 300 points, 100 rebounds, 100 assists, fastest player ever. Fastest player ever in 19 games. She won the Honda Female Athlete of the Year. And then she's also up for ESPY as she's the second vote getter and all-star. So Caitlin Clark is doing her thing. She's doing her thing. But she finds herself in trouble. That's right. In trouble on all sides. She's in trouble on all sides. And the reason why Caitlin is so far in trouble on all sides, and the reason why the issue is happening with Caitlin Clark right now is because what we're seeing a lot of frustration. We're seeing a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, and really in a position where she has we have not seen her like this. She's really in a position kind of helplessness where it doesn't matter if she does or she doesn't, she's in a bad place. And she's kind of remotely, if I could use it as an analogy, if I could use it as an example, Caitlin Clark is in the position of U.S. citizens. She's in the position of U.S. citizens. After we saw the debate the other night with Rumbling Joe and Convict Trump, we're kind of in the conundrum where we're sitting there saying, wow, we don't know who to vote for. We don't know what to do. We're like, can we start this whole process over? Both teams, both sides, the Republican and Democrats both are saying, hey, can we start? We actually got the Democrats saying, hey, A lot of Democrats are saying they want Joe Biden to alleviate position as the Democratic nominee so they can find a better candidate. And I really think if it came down to it, the Republicans could do the same thing. Because when we saw the debate and we stepped back from the debate as U.S. citizens and USA citizens, we said, man, we don't know what we're going to do. Right? Both sides was like, either if he was a Republican or a Democrat, both sides was like, wow, this is who we got to vote for. Both sides had questions. And this is where Caitlin Clark is. Caitlin Clark is in a conundrum of whether or not she doesn't know what to do. She don't know whether to shoot. She don't know whether to be aggressive. She doesn't know whether to pass. And now she has trouble on both sides. Because now you have the media and different people saying, hey, Skip Bayless said that Caitlin Clark doesn't have the clutch gene. She's scared. She don't know what to do. You got other people saying, hey, she's what we thought she was. She's not as great as we thought she was. We got other people saying she's not the rookie of the year, regardless if she's leading all rookies in every category except for like rebounding, Angel Reese, and then something else. But Angel Reese is not the rookie of the year, and we're going to talk about Angel Reese. We're going to get into Angel Reese and why we got to kind of pump the brakes of what's going on. Then she got the WNBA, which also deals with Angel Reese, and the WNBA treating her, the players in the WNBA not ingratiating themselves with her. We found out this week, and when Caitlin did the interview this week, we found out that they asked Caitlin, how do you feel about having what advice are you getting? And Caitlin has to say, I'm not getting any. I would love. I'm not getting any advice, and that kind of goes to say, man, that's a problem. So that goes to say that, hey, she has trouble on every side. Every side. Do we have that Caitlin Clark post game not getting any advice? I think we had to code the post game. Can we run the post game interview where Caitlin says she's not getting any advice? And after they got beat by Seattle, all right, run that.
Decision is to pass it or to shoot. How we make that decision in like split second happen.
Yeah, I think especially for us, like we played out of a lot of ball screens tonight, so I feel like when you're getting doubled on the ball screen, like always going to give it up because that should create an advantage for us 4-on-3, attacking the basket. But I don't know. I didn't think we played like too well out of our ball screens tonight, but I don't know. I mean, I could definitely be a little bit more aggressive to the basket, but I think I'm just going to try to take what the defense gives me and try to set my teammates up for success too.
And what's the best advice that is given you in games?
Nobody gives me advice in game. I wish.
Caitlin.
Wait a minute, listen to what she says. She says nobody gives her advice. I wish. Listen to it again.
Success too.
And what's the best advice that is given you in games?
Nobody gives me advice in game. I wish.
So she said nobody gives her advice in game. Now, that's problematic because she has coaches. Aaliyah Boston is sitting right next to her. She kind of strides with degrees like, yeah, you're right. She has teammates. Now, when Wembanyama came into the league, you saw Wembanyama reaching out to Kevin Durant, different players that ingratiated themselves and was like, hey, he's the truth. But here you have Caitlin Clark, the person that's growing the league. Say what you want. All the other rookies are fantastic. I know you're going to bring in Angel. I know you're going to bring in different ones. Say what you want to say. All of those rookies are amazing. But the person that's really, really growing your league, every time she's on TV, every time she's making, because guess what? I'm going to shock some of y'all. We talked about ratings last time, and we talked about how Chicago and Indiana did 2.3 million on ESPN. I'm seeing a big number for Sunday at 3 o'clock because you got Dana Taurasi and Caitlin Clark going together today at 3 o'clock. Sunday at 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the problem is, what's up, Tim? How you doing? Jay Will, what's going on, brother? Thank you guys so much for taking time to get up with me. Deb, what's up, Debbie? And James, what's up to everyone? But this is, make sure you guys, if you get a chance, make sure y'all hit that like, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button right here to give every bit of sports. Man, your number one channel. We're going to give you something different when we talk about Caitlin, when we talk about the Cowboys, when we talk about the Lakers, when we talk about teams that I love, and things that you like sports, you're going to give it a different perspective. And this is the perspective of today. Caitlin Clark is a lot like U.S. citizens right now when it comes to voting for president. She doesn't know what to do. A lot of us, especially the independent that's not, that's not swinging one way. When we saw that presidential election, we don't know what to do. We really I don't know who to vote for. I'm an independent. I don't know who to vote for right now. I'm still tossed up. And this is how Caitlin is with a basketball game right now. She really doesn't know what to do. She's in a position where she's looking for someone to give her any type of advice and any type of thing to grasp and hold on to, because at the end of the day, she's frustrated. Now, even though she's frustrated, she's still putting up all-star type numbers, which is amazing. And this is why I don't understand people that's on my Facebook page and people that's on Twitter and different ones trying to say that she isn't great. Because even in her frustration, even in her shooting slumps, and even in all this, she's still putting up all-star numbers. Jay would say I'm a Cowboys fan, fan, so that's cool. Lots of stuff around the Lakers right now. Also, yeah, we're gonna get a lot of this. But this is about Caitlin right now, Jay. Jay, straight up, quite Jay will. But this is the thing: she doesn't know what to do. She's trying to figure it out, and even in the midst of trying to figure it out, she's still putting up 16 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds a game, a block and a steal. She's still putting up all-star numbers. She's still putting up Rookie of the Year numbers, even though she's on a team and a part of an organization that's clueless. That's really, 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 really clueless. And I mean super duper clueless. Clueless. Why would you say that they're clueless, Clay? Why would you come up and say that they're clueless? In order to show you that they're clueless, I want to show you something that happens. And the people that have to pay for this, more than anything, more than anybody, the people that have to pay for this more than anybody, check this out. And I mean this. More than anybody, the people that have to pay for this more than anybody is the Indiana organization. Lynn Dunn, we talk about Christy Sides, Christy Sides needed to be fired. But I'm sorry, it needs to go a little higher than that. And I know Lynn Dunn is a legend. She's been in the league forever. And, she's old, she's 80, she's an older lady. And this might be what keeps her alive. And this might be why they haven't fired Lynn Dunn yet. But Lynn Dunn has to be fired. The GM of the Indiana Fever has to be fired. And it starts with her. Because the team that she's put together is inadequate. The team that she's put together has significant holes and significant issues with this team. There are significant issues with the team. All right? And Jay Wood, they said, got a load of the turnovers she has 40 more than any other player in the NBA. Now, people are going to talk about that. Now, the turnovers are a great thing, and the turnovers are a big thing that a lot of people are talking about, right? But this is the issue. I'm going to tell y'all something. She's averaging 4 turnovers, 5.5 turnovers a game. Almost 6 turnovers. That's a large number. Large number. Second place is Smith, the Olympian. And she's like maybe 2 turnovers ahead of her, right? So Smith. Now, I was making jokes because I was like, yo, she got 5 turnovers a game. It's now back up to 6 because I think she got 7 last game. Now it's up to 6 to almost 5.5, something like that. I was like, listen, y'all do know Magic Johnson averaged like 4 turnovers a game for his career. And he's widely considered the greatest point guard of all time. Y'all do know that. Y'all do know Magic Johnson had a season where he almost averaged 5 turnovers too. Y'all got to go look at your stats on that. Magic Johnson averaged 4 turnovers a game in his career. Now, I'm not comparing Caitlin to Magic and say they're great. We're not doing that, but I'm just saying his rookie season, Magic had about 4 turnovers a game. If you look at Caitlin Clark's rookie numbers and Magic Johnson's rookie numbers, they're like right there together. I think Magic got a couple of more points, and I think he got maybe like 1 more assist. And less rebounds. I think they're at about same in the rebounds. So, I mean, they're right there together. Not comparing to Magic Johnson. I'm just saying a lot of people want to break up the turnovers and the problem. But the problems with the turnovers too, Jay Will, lies. Thank you, Elvis Evans says, I love your videos. You have a great mind. I think if Katie Clark told Dunn that she couldn't play undersized, that would be a new coach. Do you think so? I don't know, because Dunn really went on a limb to get Coach Size. If you look at what Coach Size got in that interview, I want to go back to the beginning and see how Coach Size got the job. Coach Size admitted that she didn't want the job, and Dunn basically wouldn't take no for an answer. This is a true story. So we got to start with Lisa Dunn. Lisa Dunn hired Coach Size, and Coach Size like, nah, I don't want the job, because Lisa Dunn's like, I see some special later. She's going to be what we need, blah, 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 blah. Now, not knowing that Lisa Dunn maybe didn't know that Indiana was going to get Caitlin Clark, but this is the problem. So we got to start there. Then we got to go down to Coach Size and why she's getting these turnovers. And Debbie said the turnovers aren't necessarily because of Caitlin, and Debbie is right. And we're going to talk about the turnovers anyway, but I want to get to something bigger. It's the fact that this team doesn't have the players and the personnel that it needs to be successful. And Caitlin is saying, okay, all right, cool. You guys want me to do something, and I'm doing it, but it's not necessarily lending to big victories. And this is what I was saying in the last video and a couple of videos ago. And I said, hey, we're winning games, but I don't like what they're doing. I had a person on Facebook, my man Amp on Facebook. Amp said, hey, man, you guys are winning. They try running the Caitlin offense, and they play better going through Aaliyah Boston. Let's talk about that. And I said last video, the issue with Aaliyah Boston is this. Aaliyah Boston is good against people that's not as talented as her. And what we won't talk about it either is Aaliyah Boston's just as a sophomore. This is her sophomore. This is her second year. She's a year removed from being a rookie herself. And we're trying to treat Aaliyah Boston like she's Shaq. And she's really not. She's more like Anthony Mason. She's a forward that has skill. No, that's not Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston a little bit more. She's more like, I want to say Chris Webber, but I don't want to diss Chris Webber. Nalissa Smith is more like Anthony Mason. Nalissa Smith is probably worse than Anthony Mason because she has no defense. But she has a team that is fundamentally problematic. And then you throw on top of that Christy Size. Let's look at the roster of the Indiana Fever. Let's look at the roster. I want to show y'all something. The Indiana Fever. And why they don't have a roster that legitimately can help Caitlin Clark. And this is what frustrates Caitlin Clark. The roster of the Indiana Fever looks like this. You have Caitlin Clark. You have Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, Katie Lou Samuelson, Nalissa Smith, Grace Berger, Christy Wallace, and you have Erica Willer, Timmy Fagbele, Damaris Dantes, and Victoria Saxon. Now, mind you, Victoria Saxon and Dantes never sees the floor. They have yet to see the floor. I think Victoria Saxon got there maybe twice this year, so she hasn't seen the floor. Dantes has been hurt, and Dantes is the player that we kept when we got rid of Celeste Taylor. We'll talk about Celeste Taylor. That's a big reason, too. This is what is going to go on with Christy Size and the organization, why we say the organization is that. Give me a few minutes, and we're going to go through this. We're going to break this down. I was going to make this like an 18-minute, 13-minute video, but I want you guys to understand what I'm saying so people won't take it the wrong way. I want to really break down to you guys why this roster doesn't do Caitlin Clark any favors. The starters for this roster is Caitlin Clark, Christy Wallace, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Nalissa Smith. That off the rip is going to get you beat. That starting lineup off the rip is going to get you beat. Why, King? Why? You don't have enough defense on the starting lineup. You don't have enough defense. And then you just don't. I mean, if you really, really think of it, with this starting lineup, Caitlin Clark is not known for her defense. She does well off-ball defense, help defense, off-ball defense. She does the things. Her IQ is so high that she does well off-ball defense. And but one-on-one defense, she's not known for her defense, but she does well. Let me say it again. She does well for off-ball defense because of her basketball IQ. How many times have we seen Caitlin, especially in the last game? How many times the last few games we seen Caitlin get steals, get pops, get different turnovers, different things to help the team out? Why? Because of off-ball defense, right? So the size has started. Caitlin Clark, Christy Wallace, and we're going to Christy Wallace. She's starting Melissa Smith and Aaliyah Boston. Now, mind you, Melissa Smith is probably one of the worst defensive players in the WNBA right now. Bar none. You cannot, listen to me. You cannot convince me any differently that Melissa Smith is the worst defensive player in the WNBA. It's just hard. It's going to be hard for you to sell me on anything differently than what I just said. It's going to be legitimately hard for you to say, okay, you're telling the story, she's not. No, Melissa Smith is legitimately one of the worst defensive players I've seen in all. This is Melissa Smith playing defense on Angel Reese. I just want to show you guys this because you guys will look at me like I'm lying. But here's Melissa Smith playing defense on Angel Reese. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Angel Reese is facing the goal and she's behind her with her hands up. Melissa Smith is, without a doubt, one of the worst defensive players in the NBA. Defensive bigs. But let me say this too. She's skilled offensively, but the skill is kind of flawed also. So what help are you getting in your starting five when your starting five looks like Caitlin Clark and Christy Wallace and Kelsey Mitchell? Now, Kelsey Mitchell is super fast, but the problem with Kelsey Mitchell is she's short. She's short. Kelsey Mitchell stands how tall is Kelsey Mitchell? Kelsey Mitchell is 5'11". She's 5'11". How tall is Kelsey Mitchell? She's not even 5'11". Listen, she's super short, guys. Look, Kelsey Mitchell is averaging 16.8 points, 1.8 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.7 steals, but she's only 5'8". She's 5'8". She's short. I'm sorry, but she's short. She's too short. Size matters. So you have Kelsey Mitchell starting in the backcourt. You have Caitlin Clark starting in the backcourt. And then you have Melissa Smith. This team is flawed off the rip. You have no defense. You have no defense. 0%. Only defensive player that you have that could possibly be a good defensive player is Aaliyah Boston. But what we found out is Aaliyah Boston against adequate post players gets in foul trouble. She gets in foul trouble. Now let's get to the last person on this thing. I want to show you guys this. This is the starting lineup that they're running out there with Caitlin Clark. And all these people are blaming Caitlin Clark. And I'm looking at y'all like, wait a minute, this lineup is flawed. It's a reason why these guys had the first pick for the last 2 years. It's really a reason. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. And this starts with, that's why I say it starts with the GM, because she put this roster together. Linda put this roster together. So before we even get to Christy size, Caitlin Clark has issues at all sides. It starts with the roster. The organization has an issue with her. Organization. Now, the last person that they have in the starting lineup, and this, I could not make this up. I could not make this up. The last person they have in the starting lineup is Christy Wallace. This is Christy Wallace status. Christy Wallace she was drafted from Atlanta. She was a part of Atlanta Dream that let her go. And the two players that came from Atlanta Dream was Kelsey Mitchell and Christy Wallace. Both came from the Atlanta Dream. That came with Christy Sides, who was the assistant coach of Atlanta Dream, who was begged by Lynn Dunn to be the coach of the Indiana Fever. Comes up in here, and y'all see what Christy Wallace is averaging. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists a game. Now, according to Coach Sykes, Christy Wallace is a dog. That's what Coach Sykes told us. Coach Sykes told us that Christy Wallace is a dog. She's a dog. And she's the top. And she takes on the top score per game. She takes on the leading scorer per game. And she's a dog. That's what Kristen I tried to teach. That's what she tried to sell us. She's a dog. And she takes on the leading scorer. She defends the leading scorer every game. Now, I pulled up the the Indiana Fever versus and I want to take my time. I know I'm at 27 minutes. I'm trying to get in the hour, guys. And I know, hey, somebody do me a favor. When the video's up, y'all go put the timestamps on here. Y'all put the timestamps on here so people can do it. If y'all want to do it for me, that'd be fantastic. But this is the thing. I want to break this down. Now, I want you guys to see it. This is the last game, June 27, 2024. I want y'all to see what happens when Lloyd comes out and these highlights and see who she gets scores on. Play that. All right? Let's see who she gets paid on. Wide open to Alyssa Smith. Layup. Hold on. Can I operate it? All right, I got you. All right. So let's go. First points of the game. Skylar Diggins runs right by Chrissy Sides. Wide open. Alyssa Smith, Chrissy Sides. Easy layup. These are wide open layups, guys. I just want to show you what's going on. What's up, Chris Davis? Look, goes up, Kelsey Bilcher, goes, dribble. Now, y'all remember at the beginning of the year, Chrissy Side says, hey, Caitlin Clark dribbles too much. That's Kelsey Bilcher going all around the world to hit a shot. Skylar Diggins comes up, hits Caitlin, hits Aaliyah Bosley in the post, misses the bunny. That could have been an assist. That was an assist, Aaliyah. That was an assist. It should have been 8 assists for Caitlin, but that's neither here nor there. Here's Caitlin Clark again. Hits Leah Butt right in the bread basket. 2 gimme layups from that. Here's Boston. Turnover going from Alyssa Smith. Kyla Smith goes up. Y'all see what happens. I'm just showing you guys a little bit what's happening. Alyssa Smith, no defense whatsoever, guys. No defense. No defense. Skylar pushing. She is wide open, Kelsey. Where you at, Kelsey? No defense. This roster is problematic because they don't have any defensive players on the roster. They don't have any athleticism on this roster. Wait a minute, there's that dog. Wait a minute. Go, wait. Bring that back. I can't see my cursor to bring that back. Oh, okay, there it is. We see it. All right, bring it back. Wait. I want y'all to see this defense. Stop right there. That's that dog, Christy. That's Christy. That's that dog. Look how wide open Lloyd is. Look at where she's shooting the three. She's right there in the 3-point line, wide open in pocket. Look at the screen that's been set over Christy Wallace. Christy Wallace is not even close. She's 3 feet away from her. She's wide open. Jewel Lloyd is one of the prolific scorers of WNBA. Look at Kelsey Hall. Kelsey Hall has a hand. That's good defense, just better offense. Why is not Kelsey Hall starting? Can somebody tell me why Christy Wallace is starting this game? Can y'all see this? She's only averaging 5 points, 2.4 rebounds. Why is she getting playing time? It's not her scoring, and it's not her defense. Here's Wheeler. Wheeler pulls doubles. Now look how far Caitlin has to shoot a 3 to get open. Sorry, Chris Davis said I stand with Trump. I stand with Trump. A lot of people stand with Trump. Look how far back she has to get out. Look how far back Caitlin has to step. She's at the logo just to get a wide open shot. Bang. But they don't want Caitlin to shoot. Watch the defense. This is Caitlin. Caitlin, you got to get there. You got to get there. Well, Caitlin, you got to get there. That's bad defense, Caitlin. You got to get there. You got to go over that screen. Here's Caitlin. Push stop. Now, this is what we've been wanting Caitlin to do all year. This is what she's capable. This is a fantastic. This is dope. Watch this move here. This is crazy. Watch this move. This is crazy. Caitlin Clark does something crazy. Watch this move. Here it comes. Screen. No pick. Look, Boston did not set a pick. She faked the pick. She faked the pick and roll. She flared out. Look at where she flared it out. Why is she going? Why is she not going right now to the goal? Why? What is Caitlin supposed to do? Aaliyah Boston should be right here. Y'all can see the little thing. She should be right there. Right? But she's not. So what does Caitlin have to do? She makes a fantastic split and the floater. Boom. That's the one move that we said that Caitlin needs to work on all season. It's a floor. It's a floater. But she shows that she has it in her repertoire. She has the handles. But Leah Boston has to be better. That's coaching. Skylar Smith, Skylar Diggins. Right up top. Kelsey Wallace, you're late. And it's wide open again. Katie Lou. Look again. Look at where Caitlin is shooting the ball. She's shooting it from the logo. That's fantastic. She ain't really even set her feet for that. That's a bunny. That's a layup. That's a lay. That's a lay, but she dribbles the ball. You fumbled it. That's a lay. You fumbled. That's an assist. That's a lay. Delissa Smith, that's a lay. You fumbled the ball. Caitlin pops, goes. Wheeler had the best game of the season. What I'm trying to show you guys is this team is not done. Uncle Walker. Aduma K is amazing. Look at this defense. Now, Alyssa Smith is the worst defender in the WNBA. Prove me wrong. Show that again. Now, Alyssa Smith is the worst defender in the WNBA. Prove me wrong. Look. Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at it. She's in the paint 4 feet away. That's a fake defensive play. You should sit down before. Why isn't she on the bench for that? That's Delissa Smith again. Why is Delissa Smith playing basketball right now? Look at this. Look who's in. Look who's in the action. Look. They run a high screen and roll. They got Kelsey Mitchell in the action. They bring out Alyssa Boston there. Aaliyah Boston out. Now look at the action. Just check the action. Look at the two-player action that they're running. Look. They got Alyssa Smith who should jump the ball. She does. But what happens? Nobody else is over on the other side. That's coaching, guys. That's coaching. That's bad coaching. Unless you're in zone, that should never happen. You playing man-to-man. This is man-to-man. Somebody lost their assignment. And Alyssa Smith gives up an and one. I just want to show you guys that this team has serious issues. Here's Lloyd, Kelsey Mitchell. That's a nice play. Once again, come on, Ted. You got to get your hands up. That's bad defense. Caitlin, bad turnover. That should have been a kick ball, though. Lloyd, wide open three. Bang. Lloyd is hot. Kelsey Mitchell, here's Caitlin. Now, finally, they set a good screen for Caitlin. Play this again. This is an inbound play. Now, watch this inbound play. Tammy, that's why Tammy Fubaden is going to be very big. She set a solid screen. Caitlin Clark wide open. She's able to have a regular three-pointer that she doesn't have to shoot from the logo. Skylar Diggins, pick and roll. That's beautiful. That's on Caitlin, though. Caitlin, you got to play better defense. Caitlin has to play their defense, too. Kelsey Mitchell, double, turnover. Caitlin gets it back. Now, Alyssa Smith, and that is a beautiful pass. That's one of the best passes I've seen. Bad pass, Caitlin again. Turnover. Now that we can't, listen, we can't absolve Caitlin on some of these turnovers. Now, a lot of these turnovers, we have to say her teammates are dropping the ball. But some of these turnovers, Caitlin, that was just a bad play. It's a bad turnover. It's a bad turnover. Skylar Diggins rolling. On Caitlin again. Caitlin bad plays. Now watch this. Get that junk out of here.
By Jewel, 3-on-2 the other way. Jewel full head of steam. Gives it off to Horston. 1-2, lay it up around Clark and score. And they can smell it here at Climate Pledge. In fact, Benley, corner, Wheeler.
Wheeler had the best game of the season. Nyla Smith. Wheeler wide open. But my question is, why are these guys wide open? You know why they're wide open? Because they're doubling Caitlin Clark. See the two players up top? The doubling Caitlin Clark, and they're leaving her wide open. They're leaving them wide open. They said, Wheeler, if you can beat us, beat us.
15 points for Caitlin Clark in 25 minutes.
Look at this.
Here's Jewel. Catch and shoot. Boom.
That's all day, guys. That's all game. I just want to show you guys this. Now look, Wheeler, wide open. I mean, you got to hit those shots, Erica Wheeler. They gave it to you wide open. Tammy Bailey, let's go, Tammy. I think Tammy's going to be big, and she should definitely play. Leah Boston. Oh, my God. This is a beautiful play right here. Skylar Diggins. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Skylar. Skylar, that's beautiful. Just like you are, Skylar. You're very beautiful, too. Just want to let you know that, Skylar. Very beautiful, too. Delissa Smith, Ole. This team has issue with defense. That's Caitlin. This is Skylar Diggins off the top. And Caitlin is giving these guys buckets. It's one play we missed. We're missing the Christy Wallace play that I want to see. And Caitlin is giving these guys buckets. I mean, legitimate buckets. But my question is this. Why are some of these guys playing with Caitlin Clark? Why are some of these guys out here legitimately sitting here and are starting? Why does Christy Wallace have these guys starting? Because obviously you don't have any defensive players on there. Defensive players. You don't have any defensive players. And Jewel Lloyd went for 34 points. 34 points. And when you see what Jewel Lloyd did and how she abused Christy Wallace, it was one play where Christy Wallace got totally turned around. And she didn't even see what was happening with Jewel Lloyd. And we was like, what in the world? And we was like, what is she doing? But she's a dog. She's a dog. That's what they keep saying. She's a dog. She's a dog. I'm like, okay. Can we stop this, please? Can we stop saying Christy Mitchell's a dog? Christy Wallace is a dog. Can we stop talking about Caitlin Clark over dribbling when Kelsey Mitchell over dribbles all the time? Can we stop saying that these players are playing and why? We're wondering why Caitlin Clark is sitting up there the whole game and looking exasperated. It's because, man, she's looking at, man, the things that I do, my strengths, I'm not able to play to my strengths because I don't have a squad that can play with me to my strengths. Right? Erica Wheeler is playing. Kelsey Mitchell is playing. They have green lights. We talked about it last time. And I said, wow. Why does Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler have a green light and Caitlin Clark doesn't have a green light? Where's Caitlin's green light? And I sat there and I saw, and I looked and I did some research. I said, okay. And somebody said, I said it last show, and somebody said, you got to be kidding me. That can't be true. I said, oh, all right. I see why they both have to play. I see why they have to play now. I understand why they both have to play. And it's like, why do they have to play? I said, because, Erica Wheeler is the, top player, one of the has a max contract on the Fever. And I said, what? I said, yeah, Erica Wheeler has a max contract on the Fever. Her and Kelsey Mitchell. Aaron Kelsey Mitchell. A max contract. That's why I say it starts with Lynn Dunn. It's trouble on all sides for Caitlin Clark. The organization has been ran poorly in Indiana. It's just like, we're going to get to Christy Size in a second. Before we get to Christian Science, we got to make sure the foundation and the hierarchy and the blame goes to the people that it should go to. And that starts with Lynn Dunn. I love her. I know she's a legend. But just like we're wondering with the Biden and the Democrats now with Biden, they're saying, hey, maybe we should get a better, younger candidate. Indiana, maybe y'all should get a better, younger GM. I know she's a legend. But I want to show you something, because you guys are like, no, she's not. No way Kelsey Mitchell is making Matt's contract. Here are the top players in the WNBA. The top salaries in the WNBA. This is according to NBC DFW.com. These are the top salaries in the WNBA. Jackie Young, $252,000. Jewel Lloyd, who deserves it? She's a piece. We just showed that. Kalia Cooper is a piece. She deserves it. Aria Gumake, Ember Wale, she deserves it. She's like almost 31. Narendra Taurasi, I can't say anything positive about Narendra Taurasi right now because they play them on Sunday. But Narendra Taurasi, she has the legacy, so I understand it. Natasha Howard, Dallas Wings, young player, she deserves it. Erica Wheeler. Hey man, zoom in on that. Are you serious? Erica Wheeler? Indiana Fever, $222,154 this year. Huh? This is correct, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Erica Wheeler has a green light. And she's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's the 7th highest player in the WNBA. Erica Wheeler. 7th highest. Keep going, Skylar Diggins. We just saw Skylar. Alyssa Thomas, Connecticut. Marina Aubrey. Kayla McBride. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell? This is why they can't go and get Caitlin Clark any help. $400,000 of their salary cap. I'm sorry. Roughly $450,000 of the salary cap is going towards Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler. That's not on Christy's side. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But this is the thing. There ain't nobody else telling you guys and showing you guys that I'm showing you. This is the reason why they have green lights. Now listen, Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell, zoom out a little bit so they can see this. Guaranteed, you're right, Amish. Guaranteed. You're definitely right. This is definitely guaranteed. They both make more than Sabrina Askanu, Breonna Stewart, Dini Ogumake, and Aja Wilson. Aja Wilson is the best player in WNBA right now, bar none. Anybody tells you any different, you've lost your mind. They make it more than Kelsey Plum. Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell are making more than Aja Wilson and Kelsey Plum, the champions. This is why Indiana, they're making more than Aria Atkins. Look at these 5 players that they're making more than. Look at the players that comes after Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell. Sabrina Askanu, Breonna Stewart, Nika Umugawake. I can't say her name. That's crazy. I know I messed it up. Angel Reese, Aja Wilson, DeWanna Bonner, Kelsey Plum, Ariel Atkins. That's half of the Olympic team. This is the organization of Indiana that's putting that. Now, is Kelsey Mitchell playing well? She is. I'm not saying Kelsey Mitchell is playing bad. But we know that Kelsey Mitchell is a liability on the defensive end. Offensively, she plays well. She's ball dominant. She doesn't like to pass. But other than that, she's playing well. She's shooting the ball. And she has that second scorer that you need a lot of times in the league. But she's the second scorer. You can't build a roster around Kelsey Mitchell because she doesn't make anybody around her better because she doesn't pass. She kind of has the ball dominant to get her ball. She's a catch and shoot. She can catch and shoot too. But when she gets the ball in her hand, she's not passing the ball. She's not passing the ball. These are the guys. I try to tell you, this is the problem with Indiana. It's an organization. Caitlin Clark has problems on every side. It's not just coach sides. It's the organization that she has, that she's playing for, and that organization is trash. Lynn Dunn has put together, and this is the reason why the last few years they've been in drafting number one. They're drafting number one. This is why. She has problems on every side. It's not just Christie size. It's the organization. It's not just, it's the team that she has around her. Tammy Fagbele, it fits. She fits. You know why? Because she plays good. She rebounds. She plays okay defense. She's not super good. She's not, she's not an all defensive player, but she's solid defensively. She runs the court, and she has good hands. She has really, really good hands. She has good hands. And she finishes around the rim. Right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. The last two losses for the Indiana Fever, everybody keeps blaming Caitlin Clark. Everybody keeps blaming Caitlin. Saying that Caitlin is the reason for the last two losses. That's not the truth, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the media is not telling you. The media is not telling you this. I want to show you something. Because I sit here, and I don't like being the first. Like, sometimes I like being the first one to say, hey, let me jump in, let me say it first before everybody says it. The other times I like to sit back and see what the narrative's going to be. And they be like, all right, yeah, y'all didn't watch the game. Did y'all see the same game that I saw? I want to show you something. A game against Chicago. We talked about it. The reason why Indiana won those three, 5 out of 6, 5 out of 7, last 5 out of 7, 4 out of 7, 5 out of 8. The reason they won that because, y'all want to know the truth? Caitlin Clark played well. The reason they won those games was because Aaliyah Boston and Alyssa Smith played well. And they was playing against players that were less talented and weren't as dominant. But now they're playing against cats that are just as good or better. You see what the growth needs to occur. And in all fairness to Alyssa Smith, and especially Aaliyah Boston's only her second year. She has a long way to go. Now, I wish they would provide that grace for Caitlin, which they don't, but that's okay. Caitlin is a special player. And Aaliyah Boston can be special too. But for y'all notice it, when they start winning, everybody's talking about how great Aaliyah Boston is, but when they lose, it's always Caitlin. When at the beginning of the year, us Caitlin fans are looking and saying, well, where's Aaliyah Boston? She's supposed to be, Rookie of the Year. She's supposed to be Rookie of the Year. Let's go and recap some of Aaliyah's last games. I just want to show you guys. Because I'm sitting here and I watched this. That's why I'm taking my time. I'm almost at an hour. I'm about to break it down. I'll watch the games. Let's look at some of the stats. Against the Fever, Chicago Fever, with Angel Reese and Cordella Cardoso. Aaliyah Boston had 18 points. And Alyssa Smith had 12 points for 30 points. And they both had 14 rebounds. 30 points, 14 rebounds. I sound like, oh, they had a great game. They did not. Aaliyah Boston was in foul trouble. And Alyssa Smith, 12 points, pedestrian. Let's see what their counterparts did. Camila Cardoso had 16 points, 10 rebounds. And then Angel Reese, we all know Angel Reese put on that show against Alyssa Smith that made Alyssa Smith look crazy. 25 points and 16 rebounds. Y'all want to do the math on that? That's 41-26. So 41-26 compared to 30-14. You lose by 2. That's one game. Let's go. Let me show you again. I want to show you something. I want to show you this. Look at this. Aaliyah Boston. Last game against the Storm. 89-77. Aaliyah Boston, 11 points, 14 rebounds. Nalissa Smith, 12 points. And I'm mad at them 12 points. It should have been 8. She got 2 buckets at the end of the game that were just her and Mitchell both got 2 buckets that were just garbage time. The time was running out. They could have just dribbled the ball out. Both of them went and got layups. I saw that was garbage. It was garbage. So it really should be 8 points, 9 rebounds. So we say 12 points just to be nice. 12 points, 11 points. That's 23 points, and then 23 rebounds. 23 points, 23 rebounds. Let's go to the people. Center, Magberger, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Mgumake, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Who didn't show up? Who didn't show up? And the reason they didn't have so many rebounds because they was hitting on they shot like 60%. So they wasn't missing a lot. Who's not showing up? If I'm looking at the stats, Caitlin Clark hit all our averages. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. That's all our averages. She hit all our averages. Who didn't show up? But not one newscaster, not one sportscaster, not one person said, hey, Caitlin Clark's teammates didn't show up to the game. Nobody on ESPN, Fox, or anything, all that. Caitlin don't have the Skip Bayless. Caitlin doesn't have the clutch gene. Keyshawn Johnson. Well, you know, she got to grow. Right now, she's just not there. No, buddy. Y'all got to look at the team. She's hitting these players. If they're not getting bunnies where you're hitting them in the face and it's a wide open layup. So, yeah, we want Caitlin to shoot more. But Caitlin's like, if I shoot more and I miss, I'm in a conundrum. If I shoot and I miss and we lose, everybody gonna say, oh, look, see, we told her that wouldn't work. And her teammates start freezing her out, which they do anyway. Right? How many times did they run the handoff, they run the weave with the handoff, and they don't get Caitlin back the ball in the weave? And she sit there like, I'm wide open. No more scoring NCAA. Top 3-point shooter in the league. Most threes in the league. I'm wide open. So if I'm Caitlin, I'm like, yeah, man, here you go. Because, you know, Chrissy Size originally, now she's trying to say, hey, I want her to shoot 15 times a game. She has the green light. She has the green. And we look at Chrissy Size and like, when did this happen? We look at Chrissy Size like, when did this happen? Because initially, you were like this.
It's kind of causing that. Is there a balance you'd like to see with that, or is that something you plan to address?
Yeah, I think she's used to some shots that she's taken in the last few years that are just those.
Chris, when you look at Caitlin, she took 2 2-pointers in the first preseason game, 3 today. Is there a balance? What are you seeing that's kind of causing that? Is there a balance you'd like to see with that, or is that something you plan to address?
Yeah, I think she's used to some shots that she's taken in the last few years that are just those deep shots. And I don't know if, like, there's times she comes off ball screens where she's open in that long 2 area, and we've got to get her comfortable taking that long 2. She's going to get looks. She's going to get open looks. She's got to figure out, like I gave her a rule the other day, she's got 0.5 seconds to make a decision. When she gets off the ball and she hits one of our high posts and somebody in the high post, she has a habit of hanging out and dancing. That's what she's done. It's these habits that we've got to break. She's got players around her now that she can get out, she can go screen, and the ball's going to get back to her. And that's what she hasn't had in the past, so that's what we've been trying to show her and explain to her.
Adoptive parents
now,
of
Chris, when you look at Caitlin.
So when you see this is what we see with Chrissy's side. Now listen, this is Chrissy's
You know,
side
we
at the
just
beginning
tried
of the
to
year.
get the, paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feeding the paint or to, get the ball into Aaliyah or Alyssa's hands. We just, that percentage for us, if we get those high percentage shots, it just helps everything on the outside as well. We needed to get those. We just tried to get the, paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feeding the paint or to, get the ball into Aaliyah or Alyssa's hands. We just, that percentage for us, if we get those high percentage shots, it just helps everything on the outside as well.
This is what we're saying.
We just tried to get the, paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feeding the paint or to, get the ball into.
This is Miss Science sitting there, and this is what she was teaching all year. This is what she's been saying since the beginning of the year. That's what she was saying. We got to get Caitlin off. I'm getting 0.5 seconds to decide what you're going to do. She's taking these wide threes when she can get in and get some twos, wide open twos. We need to change the game. Right? When they gave it to, we need to get the ball inside to Alicia. We need to get the ball inside to Aaliyah, Boston. And that's going to help our offense go out. Right? That's what she says until she starts losing. Because we all know it's not going to work because Aaliyah Boston isn't quite there yet. Melissa Smith isn't there yet. She isn't there yet. So all that we want Caitlin to shoot mess. Caitlin has the green light. Play Alyssa Smith's last interview. We know better because we know that's not what you've been teaching. That's not what you've been harping in the practice.
And
play
a month or so since she's played. How does that help going forward?
Yeah, really happy with where she was tonight. I mean, she just brings a spark. She brings a spark on both ends. 4 for 5 tonight, 7 rebounds.
That's Tabby feel better than what she does.
Minutes. She's got to get her feet under. She did, have some fouls, but that's expected. But she's going to give you all she got. So really, just great to have her back.
Was this just a tough game in terms of guarding Lloyd, especially? I mean, nobody in the league really has found an answer to that. But was this just tough, with how good their guard play ended up being offensively for you guys to be able to stick with them?
Yeah, Seattle is a great team. They're playing well. They've got great players. They play hard. They're one of the top 2 teams in defense. They just make everything really hard, really hard. We turned the ball over 22 times.
Right.
And give them credit. I mean, they're making every pass hard. And we just have to do a better job of matching that. When they put that pressure.
Now wait.
Be able to,
the coach, the question was about defense and perimeter defense, which I love that the reporter did this because the reporter knows what we know. Watch the question again.
Found an answer to that, but was this just tough, with how good their guard play ended up being offensively for you guys to be able to stick with them?
Yeah,
Now he asked her about the defense and how, was it tough for Indiana to stick with the defense, to stick with the players, especially somebody like Jewel Lloyd that went for 34, and she goes and starts talking about turnovers. Listen to her.
Seattle is a great team. They're playing well. They've got great players. They play hard. They're one of the top 2 teams in defense. They just make everything really hard, really hard. We turned the ball over 22 times, and give them credit. I mean, they're making every pass hard. And we just have to do a better job of matching that. When they put that pressure on us, we've got to be able to, not know that we're not going to go A to B. You're gonna have to set things up more, be a little bit more physical, sprint to screen more. We just have to match their physicality.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, he asked you about defense. You were talking about setting screens. That's offense. You know why she doesn't want to talk about defense? Put the camera over. You know why she doesn't want to talk about defense? You know why that question And the reporter did his job. Shout out to the reporter. And the reason why she didn't want to talk about defense, because we all know, everybody knows what happened this week. What was the big news? And this is why I said Caitlin Clark has trouble on all sides. We know the big news was this. They traded their best perimeter defender. They waived their best perimeter defender this week. They waived their best perimeter defender in Celeste Taylor and activated for Damaris Dantes. That's why Christy Sides was running. Yep, you got it, Yankee. They traded. That's why she's running away from the question. Y'all don't. This is what people don't understand. This is why people are looking at us, and all the people that's calling this out is us YouTubers to say, wait a minute. They cut Celeste Taylor. You ain't got about to run with Area Watkins with Jewel Lloyd because you don't have Celeste Taylor. Celeste Taylor was the defensive player in one conference, left the conference, went to another conference, was the defensive player of the year the other conference into college. She is your best on-ball defender, and you cut her. You waived her. Bye-bye. That's why she went and started talking about, on offense. He said, well, did y'all have a problem, with Jewel Lloyd going off, and we know she's a great offensive player. Did y'all have a problem sticking up with him and hanging with him? You know how our offense need to set better picks and roll, and we got to handle their blitzing us better, and the turnovers that we had. Wait a minute, he didn't ask you about it. He asked you what's up with your defense. And from the beginning, I've told you, I set this up. I had to take my time to explain this to you. The problem with the Indiana Fever is they don't have a roster with any defensive players other than maybe Tammy Fumile. Maybe. I have no idea why you would cut Celeste Taylor. 0%. Because she answers a question with what you have on your roster. I have no idea. 0%. I have no idea why. I mean, really, no idea. No idea why. Go back to it. Go back. Why you're starting. No idea why. Hold on. I want to show you this. I want to show you. Go back to the initial one. I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna break it up on mine. I have no idea why you're starting Christy Wallace. No idea. 0%, guys. 0%. When you have Celeste Taylor, I have no idea. That's you're starting Christy Wallace, and Christy Wallace, she got that dog in her. Christy Wallace is averaging. Look at it. 5.3 points, 2.4 rebounds, 2.3 assists, no steal, barely a steal, and she's playing 20 minutes a game. Why? Why? No idea why. Why is it Hall starting? Why is it the starting lineup? Any coach, and you know why? We do know why. Well, actually, we do know why. Why is it this starting lineup? Caitlin Clark, Celeste Taylor, Lexi Hall. I really don't care who you put down on. You can play Aaliyah Boston, and toss up between Alyssa Smith and Tammy Fumale. I'll probably start Tammy Fumale rather than Alyssa Smith. Yeah, I'll be butchering these names. I'm sorry, the overseas name, y'all have it. Y'all got me. Tammy Fumale. That's my starting lineup. Because guess what? Lexi Hall is going to get a hand up, at least give you effort, and she's going to be aggressive, and she shoots a better three-point percentage than Christy Wallace. And she could guard both guards. You got Caitlin Clark. She's going to operate. You need Caitlin Clark touching the ball every time. then if you want to put Kelsey Mitchell in there and start Kelsey Mitchell, I'm not mad. You know, she is, making max contract with Erica Wheeler. And that's the reason they're playing. That's the reason Kelsey Mitchell has a green light to shoot and Erica Wheeler has a green light to shoot. And teams are saying, let them shoot. Listen, teams are sitting there and saying, hey, let Christy Wallace shoot. If you go look at the video, they're looking at the video and they're saying, hey, as Christy Wallace is out there, let her shoot. they say Christy Wallace, do not even guard Christy Wallace. Leave her wide open. What is Christy Wallace shooting for three? What's a 3-point percentage? Let's see what she's shooting for three. It can't be high. It cannot be high. Christy Wallace for 3-point is shooting 28%. She's shooting 28% this year from 3-point. And you know what? And there's any big coach, Seattle coach, who I love, and I think Seattle coach is fantastic. I might have if I wasn't married, I'd probably have a minor crush on her. Guess what? She's saying, let her shoot. She's saying, let her shoot. They say Christy Wallace is, Christy side should get fired just for starting Christy Wallace. And listen, I play sports. And in high school, you had at high school. Now I play collegiate, right? It's different than collegiate. When you start getting collegiate gun up, when I played college football, it was different. Like college football, the states are different, right? And you still have it, but it's not. It's more prevalent in high school, right? It's more credit in grade school, high school, grade school. In high school, we had a player that the coach was like, man, he works hard and I love him, and we'd be like, well, he's not very good, but they're the coaches, what we call the coach's pet. Right? The teachers, y'all all been in class, and those who haven't played sports, y'all been in class, and you know the kid that's always kind of up to the teacher, kissing up to the teacher. Yeah, we call them teacher's pet. And the teacher always get them to do something. Hey, come do this for me, Charlotte, or come do this for me, Ben, or come do this for me, David. Come do this for me, right? And they kiss up to him, the teacher's pet, and they be like, well, why do you like her so? But it's more prevalent in sports. You be like, why do you like her? They be like, because they give all this effort. But the truth be told, they kind of remind them of them. And the reason Christy Wallace starts is because Christy Wallace reminds Coach Size of Coach Size. Player that's not really talented, that gives her all but just doesn't have it. Just don't have the skills to really, really, really be good. And this is when Coach Size, what made you fall in love with the WNBA? Listen, I'm not in love with WNBA, Stevie. I'm not in love with the WNBA at all. 0%. I think WNBA is one of the worst ran organizations in sports. Period. I love the players. And I don't like all the players. I love some of the players. He said, what made you fall? I want to answer that. I want to answer that right now. As soon as I saw that pop up in my time, I want to answer that. What made you fall in love with I'm not in love with the WNBA. Are you crazy? I don't know many fans that are in love with the WNBA. We love women's basketball. And we love women basketball players. But we don't love the WNBA. The ratings show that. The sponsorship shows that. We had been fans of WNBA after the first 4 or 5 years. After Houston won all them championships, we stopped watching it then. We'll peep in to see who the champions are. Or we might check in on our favorite players. We'd be like, oh, what Kayla's doing? What Maya doing out there? Man, don't win a championship? Oh, that's what's up. All right. Baseball. All right. Let's go on to the offseason of football. When's the NBA draft? And I do have a joy for a game. I do. I want to see it succeed because I like the players. I see the players, and I hate for some of the players that are going. This new crop of players has energized people to like the WNBA. This new group of players, and we always have players that we love, right? We all have players that we love. You're in LA. I hate what happened to Breeze. I hate what happened to her. She's a star. Cameron Brink is a star. I hate what happened to her. But I'll tell you who I really, really like from you guys. I really, really like Rickea Jackson. Rickea Jackson is amazing to me. I think Rickea Jackson needs more playing time. They don't give her enough playing time. I think they should let her go. They should run the offense through Rickea Jackson. Now I know you still got Hamby, you got Brown, and you got those guys. But listen, McDonald. I know you got. But listen, Rickea Jackson is a star. Was a star. This is just Stabby, just to give you a little Stabby, because I know I got different fans on here. We on the Caitlyn J, and we got different, but Rickea Jackson is a star, man. And I can't wait. I hope Cameron Britt comes back, and our prayers and our thoughts are with Cameron, and we hope she comes back. And I know she's gonna work hard to come back to be what she was meant to be. It's only a minor setback for a greater. It's only a minor setback that's setting her up for a great setup for greatness. We understand that. But I need to see Rickea Jackson get more playing time, too. Rickea Jackson's only averaging, 23 minutes a game? She needs to get close to 30. You give Rickea Jackson 30. Look, last game, I think she got, I appreciate it. Last game, I think she got 30. And I think she went for like 14-6, something like that. 14-6. You got to give Rickea Jackson more time. You gotta give her 30. You give her 30, she's gonna average you probably about 15. She's probably gonna you give Rickea Jackson point-wise, she's a scorer. She's a scorer. You give her more time, she's a scorer. And what we're seeing in a lot of the NBA is this. And I'm gonna try that in. Thank you, Stabby, for being a part, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, everybody. Like and subscribe. We winding it down. We're gonna start taking your questions and go back over the some of the conversations that's had in the chat, because we love for you guys to be a part. And man, you guys have definitely been a part with the comments. We're gonna go over each comment. We're gonna go through it in the chat. Thank you guys so much, man. If you're enjoying the show, please hit that like and subscribe button. Please do. We're on our way to 1,000, and we are doing a giveaway. I got permission from the wife to do a giveaway. We've been seeing growth in the channel. You know what my wife said? My wife said, "Ken, you gotta do something special for the people." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yes. They looking out for you." I said, "You know what? That's why I'm married. You're a smart woman. Smart woman." She said, "We gotta do something special for them. Once you reach 1,000, make sure you can do something special for everybody. Tell everybody thank you." And real dog, from the bottom of our hearts, man, we appreciate you. We invest. You talk about the background and different stuff like that. We invest and try to make this channel and give you guys the very best that we can and do the very best we can. We're already looking at upgrades. We're actually building our building in our studio. We've got a building. We're transforming. I bought a tiny house. We're transforming into our studio, Fisher Studio. And listen, every donation, everything that you guys give, and everything you guys look out, you know what I'm saying, you guys really, really helps the show. And if you want to, you can give at DeJourPay. That's hashtag $DAJORPAY. Anything that goes towards that is going towards building this channel, going towards not only starting our own network. We want to bring other broadcasters and YouTubers and content creators. We want to be able to get them in and build a whole environment and community for them to make sure they can show their talent. And we're working on something for, just to have one big place for broadcasters and people to have freedom of speech and freedom of to say what's on their mind and whatever. So if you get a chance, make sure you guys can scan, or you can just go to DeJourPay and Cash App us. And you can also hit us up on PayPal. That's on / King David Jordan on PayPal. KingDavidJordan@gmail.com on PayPal. Just want to get that in real quick for you guys. Now, back into it. at the end of the day, listen, I think what we're having is an issue is a lot of these older players. I got back into the WNBA, Elaine Dale Dawn. She's from Delaware, so I got to see her from high school to college to NBA. And that's normally Stabby. Listen, and I hope I'm saying it right, Stabby or Stavy. This is really the situation. A lot of people now, because we know the players, we knew Caitlin Clark from Iowa, her junior year. Everybody trying to say the Angel Reese situation is wild. No, we knew Caitlin Clark from Iowa. We knew Caitlin Clark from buckets way back then, scoring 49, scoring 41. Now, when she beat Dawn Staley, now that was an Iowa, but it's like, wow, she beat Dawn. A lot of black people started paying attention when she beat Dawn Staley now. We was ready for that Leah Boston, Angel Reese. We was ready for that Leah Boston, Angel Reese showdown. Which is just funny that we're not getting it now in the WNBA. That really is the showdown. Everybody keeps want to go Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. But really the showdown, oh, wow. You know what? This is Epiphany Live. Y'all saw that light go off in my head? It'd be. Really the showdown that we should have saw these last games should be a Leah Boston versus Angel Reese. Angel Reese is destroying Nelissa Smith. Why doesn't Christy Side make that change and put Leah Boston on Angel Reese? And if they run Cardoza, because Cardoza got a foul trouble. And that was really, if you really think about the NCAA that year, 22, 23, that was supposed to be the finals. Aaliyah Boston versus Angel Reese. Angel Reese had a phenomenal playoff in the NCAA tournament. She had a phenomenal one. I think she won, like, was it, they don't have most valuable player. Was it most outstanding player, MOP? Most outstanding player in the NCAA? She actually won it for that. But everybody's wanting to see Leah Boston versus Angel Reese. That's South Carolina versus LSU. And here is Caitlin, White Jesus, as my girl calls her. Shout out. Y'all make sure y'all should support her podcast. White Jesus comes through and goes for 41 and almost 10 assists and like 5-6 rebounds. And then hits it with the Tony Ayo Johnson and You Can't See Me. Right? That's when a lot of us as black community started taking notice. Like, wait a minute, how's she doing that? Why she waving out? Oh, girl. And to be truth be told, Angel Reese didn't even have a great. It wasn't like it was cool, but she didn't have a great championship game. Everybody like Angel Reese. I was like, Angel Reese, she only played like 20 minutes in that championship game. The game that everybody keep talking about when Angel Reese shows the finger and stuff like that. Angel Reese wasn't the best player on our team. Oh God, no! Angel Reese only played like a few minutes. Go back and do me a favor. Go back and watch the Iowa LSU game and the finals Iowa LSU game. Was it 23-20, 22-23? Go watch that game and look at the stats. When LSU won by 17. Angel Reese only played 29 minutes. She scored 15 points and had 10 rebounds and 5 assists. Daz Williams had 20 points and 5 points and was buckets. Alexis Morris came up. Alexis Morris had 21, 9, and 2. Jasmine Carson came and hit 7 threes. She had 22 and 3. What are you guys talking about? That's when the rivalry started. Angel Reese didn't do that rivalry. She had 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's Draymond. Y'all get mad when I say Angel Reese is Draymond. Draymond. Kayla had 38 and 2. Kayla had 38 and 2. The next highest scorer was Monica. I think she got like 13 points. Kate Martin had like 13 points. Kate Martin had 13 points. Curry had 38 and 2. What do you got? Like, that's the thing. But a lot of people now, I'm glad, because this segues into what I'm going to talk about. The last thing I want to talk about, then we out of here. Oh, man, hour and a half. All right, the last thing I want to talk about, we're getting out of here. The last thing we talk about is Kaylin. First, we talked about the organization. Everybody already know how incompetent Christy Size is. Everybody already knows that. I don't have to go there. You can watch plenty of videos online that tell you how. And I talked about it last game, how incompetent Christy Size is, and how we think Christy Size should be fired. And I can't believe some of these people talking about, give her to the end of the year. And we're like, nah, we've seen enough. We've seen enough. But I think it's a package deal. You got to fire Lynn Dunn before you fire her. And Christy. You got to fire both of them. Tell Indiana I'm available. Give me 2 years. Give me 2 years of Indiana. Just give me Caitlin. Give me Caitlin, Aaliyah Boston, Tammy, and then, I'll keep Katie Lou too. Katie Lou's a shooter. Katie Lou got game. Katie Lou probably needs another year because she just had a baby. So Katie Lou, give me Katie Lou, Lexi Hall, Caitlin, and Aaliyah Boston. And Tammy. Those are 5. Those are 5 of them. Let me build. Give me 2 years. I guarantee you 2 years, we'll be competitive. We'll be competing for a championship. Tell them I'm available. Tell them I'm available. I'm available. But the issue is this. I think the issue with Christy Size is she has to be because you got $400,000 in the cap tied up into Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Milcher. Which I'm not mad at Kelsey Milcher. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I ain't mad at Kelsey Milcher. Kelsey Milcher plays decent ball. She's just a ball hog. She's not trying to pass. But Kelsey Milcher can be a Clay to Steph. And if Steph is having an off night, you need somebody like, Clay that can get you 30 to 40, go crazy. Kelsey Milcher can get you 25 points on a good night. She can get you anywhere 18 to 20 points on a good night. And then, so I deal with it. Her speed is that. My big thing in Kelsey Milcher, I'm tired of Kelsey Milcher getting hit in the hands on these outlet passes and dropping the ball and turning the ball off. She got speed to get out, but she's like, y'all remember that? What movie was that? Was that the Replacements? Replacement. What's the name of the football movie? Replacements, where they had the wide receiver. And he ran, and he would get open, boy. He had that top speed. He wide open. He's getting it. And the ball hit him in the head, and he drops it every time. What was that, The Replacements? Y'all remember the football movie? The guy ran, and he was out there. That's Kelsey Milcher. She speeds. She gets wide open. You throw the ball. Oh, she drops the ball every time. That's Kelsey Milcher all day. What's the name of that movie? Yeah, somebody put it in the chat. What's the name of that movie? The Replacements. That's legitimately. I think that was The Replacements. Wide open, gets there, but drops the ball. That's her. And she works on catching the ball. Kelsey Milcher will be pretty good. 2 things. That and pass the ball just sometimes. Sometimes pass the ball. Just every now and then. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Just throw it. Just, somebody's open. Somebody's open. Every now and then. I ain't mad. But I'm probably going to start. If I start this team over, if you're the GM, you guys let me know what you're doing. I'm probably starting it with Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Tammy Fubele, Hull, and then possibly Katie Lou. Then the next thing, everybody else I'm getting is big. Everybody else I'm getting is big. Maybe one more shooter and a guard, but everybody else is athletic. You need an athletic guard that can defend, or an athletic wing that can defend, play guard and forward. And you need a big that's gonna bang. That's what they're missing. You need a defensive big that's gonna bang. That frees up Aaliyah to be Aaliyah. Aaliyah Boston is more. She's one of the most finesse post players I've seen in basketball. There's not very many players. Aaliyah Boston is very different because she's a finesse post player. She's a finesse. She's getting tougher. She's getting tougher now because you can't play in the WNBA without being tough because you know they play football. They play football in the WNBA. That's why Angel Reese getting points. Angel Reese could not play in the regular NBA. You know why? Because everything she does is an offensive foul. Everything she does. Everything she does is an offensive foul. It's very few times she makes plays. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Listen. The stuff that the NBA players, y'all remember at the beginning of the year, and let's end off this. Y'all remember at the beginning of the year, all the NBA players were telling the WNBA players, hey, y'all need to take care of Caitlin Clark. Y'all need to get her. Y'all need to show her some favor. Y'all need to show some favoritism. Now bust her tail open, but you know, let her get hers too. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Jeff Teague and other ones was saying that about Caitlin Clark? Y'all remember that? And he was saying, he pretty much was telling him, hey, if you're going to do that, y'all really need to take care of Caitlin Clark. Play that. We got it. Listen to what they say.
They about to get me out my body, man. Hey, man, I told them they gonna fuck it up. Hey, man,
Excuse the language.
Clark, I gotta pull it up because they ain't my dog, and this is your fault. I know you didn't say this, but because I seen it on your page, I'm saying it on here, and you're gonna take the blame for it. He said Caitlin Clark is the first white woman to experience racism. Now, obviously, we're not
That's hilarious.
Serious, so don't try to be serious and clip this shit up. But that shit had me crying.
Stacey, this is not me. This is not Mr. DJ bringing this shit up. So
I told you.
Get off my top.
I told y'all. Hey, I ain't saying nothing else. All I'm gonna say is, forget why it happens. It's NBA. I mean, it's basketball. It's physical. WNBA, NBA, same shit. It's physical basketball. She gonna have to get her weight up. But it's crazy how she be getting knocked the fuck down and her teammates never slide.
Yeah, bro. I just don't like that. That's my only problem. It's not even about it being Caitlin Clark. If it was Angel Reese or anybody else, just help your team out. If you see it continuously happen, just help them out. Everybody need a bruiser on the team, bro. That shit is important. James Johnson was acquired for a reason.
Facts. Bro,
hell of a basketball player, but we know why he was brought.
Listen, bro, that day, that Bucks game, bro, they put hands on Tyrese, bro. Next day, James Johnson.
Yeah.
But it ain't even that part for me with Caitlin Clark. It's like what the people say afterwards. Like, Shorty, like, what she do good? Just shoot threes? It's like, nah, nigga, she got y'all charter jets.
Nah, that's facts,
She
bro.
got eyeballs on y'all game. Like, what are you talking about?
And
but you know it's real hate. Like, that's a real hate moment, bro. Like, you just really
17,000 people at the game yesterday, bro.
And listen.
At 10:30 in the morning.
God damn.
Matinee, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, they getting their ass kicked right now by the Liberty. But she's cold. Let's not get it fucked up. And I understand that Caitlin be talking crazy. She is no saint. She be on that bitch talking insane.
But that's hoop.
That's
hoop.
basketball.
And we ain't saying.
Now, who was the first to say that? And who was the first? Y'all know KD was saying that before they were saying that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know KD was saying what they were saying. But what they said is, hey, they were roughing her up, they were beating her up, and, you know, all that's going on, right? Caitlin Clark needs somebody to have her back and have her part and take care of her, right? Excuse the language on that. Y'all know we try to keep everything friendly for everyone on that. But I just thought that was great. He said, you a hater. For real, everything she do is not an offensive foul. What does she do that's an offensive foul? Show a few clips. Don't say narrative without fact. Okay, cool. I'm glad you said that. Brady clips. This is the Las Vegas. Thank you, Cedric. This is the Las Vegas clips with the Chicago Sky. Thank you, Cedric. Thank you for the layup.
Lifts
Let's watch it.
In the league, away.
Let's watch it. Angel Reese posts up. Watch. Offensive foul. There it is. That's an offensive foul, brother. I'm glad you brought it up because I was waiting for somebody to come pop off. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for bringing it up. He said, hey, yeah, if y'all ain't seen, I want y'all looking at it. Hey, everything she does is not off the field. What does she do that's an offensive foul? Show a few clips. Don't say narratives without all fast. Thank you, Cedric. What's her name? Cedriana? Cedriana, thanks for that layup. I appreciate it. I appreciate the assist. Appreciate that lob. Appreciate it. Let's go to the tape.
League, away.
Look at this. Post.
Short clock here. They got to hurry.
Kennedy Carter.
That is an offensive foul. She's short. She jumps herself into the defender. That is an offensive foul. That is a no call. Look at it. Let's show it again. Because, they'll be like, oh, she got that's a great no call. And we need to go talk about that flagrant when she slapped the girl upside the head since she got kicked out of the game. But we need to go talk about that.
Short clock here. They got to hurry.
Bully.
Kennedy Carter.
That's an offensive. When you flail and throw up like that, that's an offensive foul. She's standing still. Her feet are set. That's an offensive foul, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. That's Kenny Clark with the ball.
Conference together, and it was quite something to watch.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Keep going. Let's keep going. Matter of fact, let's play on this. Cause I want to show you how what changed. Because a lot of y'all be hating on Angel Reese. We don't hate on Angel Reese. We pay attention. Y'all do know at the halftime, Angel Reese had what, 8 points? No, she didn't even have 8 points. She had 4 points at halftime. Maybe 8. She maybe had 8 points. I just want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all this. Hurry up, rush through it because I want to go through it fast.
29 3-point attempts per game. They'll make about 9
That's
of them.
Angel.
Wilson is one of their 3-point shooters. She knocks that one down.
Angel Wilson put on the show on Caitlin Clark. On Angel Reese. Angel, where you at?
Beautiful pass. Wow, what a pass.
Where you at, Angel?
Aisha cutting baseline with 7 of the first 9 points.
That's an offensive foul, bro. That's an offensive foul.
Plum looking for it, steps it back.
I want to show you guys. Keep playing. I want to just show this. We can show this. Well, it's 10 minutes of it. I ain't gonna show all of it.
Really good recovery that time by Kennedy Carter defensively.
Mabry hasn't missed. Lose the start of the third quarter as well.
Totally agree.
I just looked at
match this firepower. Don't
give her buckets.
Don't get into a hole there.
Give her buckets.
And Hollywood's on the move.
That's not an wait a minute. I want to show y'all this. Look. That's not an offensive foul. Let me show it again. Get out of the way.
Offensive rebound. Gets it to drop.
She could not play in the NBA. Those are offensive fouls, ladies and gentlemen.
Aisha Wilson shoulder.
Get off me.
Move. Textbook. Gets her own miss. And the putback.
I want to show y'all something too. Before we get there, wait a minute. Pause it. Because I'm glad she talked about it. Because I just don't say stuff to get a reaction. I react to stuff that I see. Right? I'm a different guy. Sometimes I do, but most times I don't say stuff just to say stuff to get a reaction. Normally I'm reacting to what I see. It's a difference. There's a difference in that. Who put that person name back on here? Who threw that assist? Where's he at? Where's he at? You're a hater. Reese took nobody. Maryland team, as far as freshman and sophomore, while Mulkey recruited her. LSU rebuilt team. Every place that Reese has went, she's been a problem. Since high school. We know this. We showed that last video. Go back and check my last video. We showed that. I'm going to show you something. Angel Reese had 4 points. Maybe 8. See, they said 8. I didn't see 8. I counted 4. Maybe 6. Angel Wilson was giving her that business. I want to show you something. I could not believe. Get that junk out of here, Angel Reese. Anytime Angel Reese plays somebody that was her size, that's equal size, is just as athletic, Angel Reese is getting bullied. She need the girl in the head. That was Cardoso, though. I'm glad y'all said that because we watch the games around here. Hold on, who was that? Oh, Angel's on the bitch because she got foul trouble. Now, watch. This is after halftime. I think Angel had 4 points at half. I want to show you something that I saw that was amazing. This has happened the last couple of games that I seen And this is what Jeff T was saying. Hey, you guys can win. Bust the tail open. Now, this is a nice play by Angel. Nope. She got blocked. Get a rebound. Y'all know that counts as a rebound for Angel Reese, right? I told you. But then she gave her the pass on the long thing. I want to show y'all one more thing. Now, they go up by Kennedy Carter is a beast. I want to let y'all know that. I can't hate on Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter is nice. I want to show you something. Once they get up by 11 to 12, 13 points, the game is over. Watch what happens. I couldn't understand this to save me. Kate Hamilton does something that I can't stand. Right? And what she does is, y'all see what she's running here? She's running a 2-3-1. Right? Everybody's man. But look at this. She has 4 guards and 1 center. I don't know who that was on. That was crazy. She's up by 13. Okay, now watch this. Watch the defense that they go to. And this is when Angel Reese started getting on her points. They up by 17. Wait a minute, stop. Okay, watch. They're going to run the high screen and roll. Yeah, this is the one. This is nice by Reese. That's Reese. That's kind of a prayer, but she hit it. That's what I was talking about. That was nice by Reese. Now, I want you to watch this defense that Hamilton goes to. Now that they up by what, 20, almost 20 points, 18 points. Okay. Codesa, double. All right, cool. Now she takes out all her bigs, and she has 4 guards and 1 big up there, right? Watch. And I saw this. I said, this is amazing. Wait, stop right there. All right. They're playing, it looked like a 1-3-1. 1 player here at the top, 3 back, zone, 1. And they have a guard, is that Plum? Guarding Angel Reese. It's a guard. Watch what happens. She's wide open. I could not understand. I was like, why is she playing this defense? I couldn't understand it to save my life. Look. She has a guard on her. And this is a push off in the back. The ref doesn't call. That's a guard. I wish Caitlin Clark got that type defense. I wished. Look at this. These are guards. That's when she started scoring. 4th quarter, they were already down, and the game is really over. What's what she does? Now she puts back in her regular players. This is legitimately what happens. As long as Angel Wilson was on it, she wasn't scoring. She wasn't scoring. She's not scoring. Oh, y'all not seeing it. I'm sorry. No, okay. No. Hey, yeah, producer, you gotta make sure you're on point, man. Let me show you what I'm talking about again. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna play it again. I'm gonna do it. But she wasn't scoring. As long as they had a guard on her, she wasn't scoring. He said everybody. She gives everybody with a. So Joya said she gives everybody. She doesn't. She didn't get Angel. Oh, you talking about Angel with? Yes, she does. She does. You're right. Angel gives everybody. Okay, you're right. I thought you talking about Angel Reese. I was like, no, she doesn't. She doesn't. But she does. She's the best player in the league. Probably gonna be the best player ever in that position. I don't see nobody been better than her. I don't see it. But what I do see is this. A lot of what the league is doing is, I think the league, what Jeff T was talking about, where he said, hey, y'all got to protect your asset. I feel like the WNBA, that's why I said Caitlin has it at all sides, has known that Angel Reese to be the one that they want to protect. Angel Reese is the one, because I want to show y'all one other thing, and I can show this. I want to show y'all this too. This is one other thing. I want to show y'all. Go back to what we was just watching. I want to show y'all one other thing too. At the end of these games, you never see this with Caitlin. Never. And this is what Caitlin, this is full circle. This is why I want to go full circle. At the end of the game, when you saw what you saw at the end of the game was you saw Angel and Aja come together, have a good conversation, have a hug. And it was reminiscent to what we saw with KD and Wembanyama. Right? It was reminiscent to what we saw with KD and Wembanyama. When they came in, they had pleasure seats. You know, when they came in and they really legitimately sat there and they really act like they liked each other. They battled during she gave her the business during the game, but after the game it was all love. After the game it was, hey, how you doing? After the game they was able to show love towards each other. And that was, to me, that said a lot. Because you don't see that with Caitlin. That's why after the game, Caitlin was like, yo, it'd be great if it would be great if someone would talk to me and give me some advice during the game. You know, it was that. And we don't see that. We don't see that with Caitlin. We don't see that. We see that with Angel all the time. Players come and they greet her and they tell her great game. You know, we see Caitlin after every game. They get into the huddle, they hug each other, and then the team hug each other, and then they go to their locker room. The other team hug each other, they go to their locker room. But very seldom do we see that. Hey man, it was good. It was good playing with you. I enjoyed playing with you. You know, very seldom do we get this.
Angel's biggest thing, translating over from college to the pros, is just rebounding the basketball. She has a knack for it, and that's not what a lot of people have. So it's pretty cool to kind of see her flourish in that situation and flourish in life. I know there's a lot that could be on her, a lot that could be around her, but yet she still comes in to be consistent for her team. So that's huge. You don't see that in a lot of rookies. So I'm grateful that she's doing that in her own way, in her own journey, and in her own lane. And I'm blessed to be able to say that I'm.
They don't talk about Caitlin like that. They don't talk about Caitlin like that. They don't talk about Caitlin like that. Very seldom do you hear. How many times have you heard somebody say something super positive about Caitlin? How many times? You know? And that's the issue that I think we're having, a lot of Caitlin fans are having, is that we see this. We see what's going on. We see how they're treating her. We see how everything is going. She said, let's reach it because we don't know how they both go about or act in the private with veteran star players, right? Guy Hilaire, even if that's the case, in front of the media, you're going to be like, hey, that's a good player, good person. We're excited that she brings fans, blah, 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 blah. I want to see what those numbers are. We want to see what those numbers do. I want to see what those numbers do. We want to see what those numbers do Caitlin numbers. Yeah, Aja, you had Angel. We're gonna see if those numbers do Caitlin numbers. We're gonna see. You had Angel. No, you had Angel. You had Aja and Angel. So we're gonna see what those numbers do. And if it really, because Angel is supposed to be on the same level with Caitlin, right? That's what y'all keep telling me. She's the rookie of the year. That's y'all keep telling me. I'm like, I don't know how she's only leading in 2 categories. Caitlin's leading all rookies in all the other categories. But Caitlin has an issue with, on every size. It's a problem with her organization. It's a problem with a coach, her teammates, the WNBA, and the haters from the fans. is coming from every side. And we're praying for you, Caitlin. We're rooting for you. We know you're going to be great. They asked Dana Taurasi about Caitlin. Taurasi had 2 words. It's going to be fun. And if I'm the Indiana, listen, guys, I am paying close attention to this game. I'm paying super close attention to this game Sunday. Super close. Because you got Taurasi and you got Griner. You got Taurasi and you got Griner. And you got Griner. We're going to see how it goes. And we got to keep a eye out on how Caitlin teammates treat her, and then keep an eye out on how Phoenix treats Caitlin. I'm really looking. I'm keeping my eye out. I'm looking for a dirty foul. I'm looking for something to go awry. I'm looking for something wild to happen. And I'm still waiting on Caitlin to go for that 40. I believe Caitlin got a 30, 35, 40 piece in her. It's coming. I keep saying it's coming. It's coming. If Coach Sides let her ball, I thought it was coming against Seattle with the way she came out. She came out balling against Seattle. I thought she was coming in with the 40 piece, with the 50 piece. I thought she was coming with the 40 piece in. But, you know, I'm not sure. Somebody had to say something. Somebody had to say something. Now, I want you to hear that when they asked Christy, when they asked if their frustration doesn't overtake the team.
Does not overtake them and become the dominant emotion.
Yeah. You know, I think what we weathered earlier in our season with that tough schedule, you know, it kind of set us up and got us, you know, these guys kept showing up and doing exactly what we asked them to do. That's on me and my staff to make sure that they're showing up every day, finding a way to get better. You know, we're going to go back and we're going to watch this game, figure out how we can get better to get ready for Phoenix. But they are young. They're the least experienced team in the league. We've got a lot of growing up to do. That's just what it is. The expectations from the outside, the noise from the outside, it doesn't help. But we have to stay connected, stay together, keep growing, keep getting better, keep finding ways to improve our game.
Jewel had 30 points in each of the last 2 times you played them. What kind of defensive adjustments have you tried to make in game, or like what you tried to do?
Yeah, I mean, we were switching, we were trying to run better at times, we were trying to, we didn't make her uncomfortable. She was very comfortable, she was hitting tough shots. She's a great player.
I know the adjustments they should have made
to play the game.
You could have put a player on her
early, and we didn't do anything. You know, we've got to do some different things to slow her down.
How about this?
That's on me.
How about put the National Player of the Year to guard her, Celeste? Oh, Celeste Taylor, you released her. How about that? Oh, but you released her and you wanted to keep somebody who, if you look at the practices, she's still limping.
We had some, you know, we missed some early shots in that first quarter. I think we left eight points on the board, you know, with some layups. You know, we ended up scoring 21 points, but we gave up 30.
That's a shot at Caitlin, because y'all know Caitlin missed that layup. The layup where she tried to go up under the basket. She missed the wide open layup. That kind of was a shot at Caitlin. Go ahead.
So we get those points, get a couple stops. That, you know, we've just got to match them. They're one of the best teams in the league.
Last 2 on Zoom, Matt and George.
Yeah, hi, Christy. Caitlin tonight made some really excellent passes in some really tight windows, and there were other types of those passes that got picked off by the defense. I guess just How would you evaluate the aggressiveness of her passing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, she's talk about it all the time.
That's what she wants her to do, is pass the ball down to Aaliyah Boston and pass the ball to Nelissa Smith.
She's a hell of a passer. She sees windows. She sees open teammates before they realize they're open. I think sometimes you just got to be ready. I think she came off a couple times, and we just got to be ready for those passes. We've got to make harder cuts where she sees it. But we also have to know, like, when some of those passes aren't there, like, I have all the confidence in the world for her to not just to hold on to it and then make a second action out of it.
Now, why
George,
does
last one.
Why doesn't she have that? Why
George
doesn't she
Floyd
have?
from, Just
Why doesn't she have that same expectations for Kelsey Mitchell? Why does she have that same expectations for Kelsey Mitchell? Go ahead.
Big Boy Sports Podcast. Coach, next game you're hitting that midway point of the season with this group against Phoenix. What's been the thing that's made you most proud of this group? Like you said, because there have been things that the team's had to deal with a lot of expectations that those teams don't.
Showing up, man. They could have gotten really down and.
Do you feel like she's not taking enough?
Yeah.
That's all we'll get to. I will get to the shot.
Caitlin says something about, I need to do a better job hunting my shot. Do you want her to shoot more? Do you feel like she's not taking enough?
Yeah.
Wait, before we answer that, let's go back and look at the history of what she said and how she switched it up. We said she was switching up. Let's go back and look at the history of what she said and how she switched it up. This is what she said ahead of time. And this is what we're seeing. Because, like, if we don't show this, Cass will be like, oh, well, y'all are just picking on the coach and what she said. But this is what she said ahead of time. She said this.
The first preseason game, 3 today. Is there a balance? What are you seeing that's kind of causing that? Is there a balance you'd like to see with that, or is that something you plan to address?
Yeah, I think she's used to some shots that she's taken in the last few years that are just those deep shots. And I don't know if there's times she comes off ball screens where she's open in that long 2 area, and we've got to get her comfortable taking that long 2. She's going to get looks. She's going to get open looks. She's got to figure out, like I gave her a rule the other day, she's got 0.5 seconds to make a decision. When she gets off the ball and she hits one of our high posts and somebody in the high post, she has a habit of hanging out and dancing. That's what she's done. It's these habits that we've got to break. She's got players around her now that she can get out, she can go screen, and the ball's going to get back to her. And that's what she hasn't had in the past, so that's what we've been trying to show her and explain to her.
All right, so that's what she said then.
Chris, when you look at Caitlin,
let's see what she says. Let's see
we just tried to get the, paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feet in the paint or to, get the ball into Aaliyah or Lissa's hands. That percentage for us, if we get those high percentage shots, it just helps everything on the outside as well. We needed to get those. We just tried to get the, paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feet in the paint or to, get the ball into Aaliyah or Lissa's hands. That percentage for us, if we get those high percentage shots, it just helps everything on the outside as well. We needed to get those.
We're going to run the pit. Now, we're running the offense between Aaliyah Boston and Alyssa Smith. And y'all telling me that's a winning? Okay. All right. I just want to see, I want to see if she's consistently preaching the same thing over and over. Is she standing by what she's consistently preaching? Is she standing by that? That's the question I want to know. Is she standing by what she's consistently preaching?
She had 13 assists the other night. I think sometimes she's being a little too unselfish at times. I think she had 13 assists the other night against Chicago. She is going, if you're open, she's going to hit you. I think she turns down some shots. I'd like her to take some shots that when she comes off, she knows she has the green light.
Is there like a magic?
So she's giving her the green light, the kiss up. That goes on my Twitter. I got it on Twitter, so I want y'all to think I'm watching.
I think sometimes she's
Twitter's crazy like that.
Too
so I want y'all to think I'm watching porn. Can't even watch porn. No,
she
that
had
was
13
on my Twitter.
assists the other night.
But she's giving her the green light
against Chicago. She is.
See how her thing has changed. See how it's changed. We need to shoot the ball on the inside. Post the ball on the inside. Post the ball on the inside. Right. Post the ball on the inside. That's what they kept saying. Throw it on the inside. Throw it on the inside. Now You're losing a couple of games, and she has a green light to shoot. Because people start to say, hey, why isn't Caitlin shooting? So let's ask it. Caitlin's been shooting the ball. How do you feel about Caitlin shooting the ball and all that?
My shot. Do you want her to shoot more? Do you feel like she's not taking enough shots?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark needs to shoot a minimum 15 shots a game for us. I mean, she's got to get shots. We've got to do a better job of setting her up and setting some really good screens for her to get her open. You know, the way people guard her, it's tough because she's getting redded. So once the ball's out of her hands, she's setting the rest of our team up for some really great looks. But when we're not able to finish those, we've got to make sure we're going back and trying to get her back to that ball, getting that ball back in her hands at times.
Do you want her to be able to be setting screens for her to come up instead of just ball screens? Like for her to just come up, shoot, catch, like she didn't do that a lot. Like she always had a ball in her hands.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the way team's a player, I mean, if she gets a ball screen, they're just gonna do everything to take it out of her hands. They're gonna let her. I mean, that's what she's getting every time. She's getting some pretty good looks when she's off the ball, but you know, we like her on the ball, so we just gotta figure out how to manage the two.
So that's what we're seeing with Caitlin Clark. That's what we're seeing. Take the transparent back out. There we go. All right, cool. That's what we're seeing with Caitlin Clark right now. That's what we're seeing with Christy Sides right now. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing these guys come through and make she does not have we've known for a while since the beginning of the year that Christy Sides is clueless. But she fundamentally doesn't know one day what she wants to do. At the beginning of the year, go down to, we want her to push the ball low. We don't want her taking those shots. We want her to go down low. She can get a shots when she wants to, but we want to get everybody involved. We want to go down low to the Alyssa Smith and Aaliyah Boston, who are both averaging, how many points is Aaliyah Boston averaging now? Are they dominating down low? Am I missing something? Y'all let me know. How many points is Aaliyah Boston averaging? That's a great question. How many points is Aaliyah Boston averaging? I don't know. Let's see. What are Aaliyah Boston's stats for the year? She got to be averaging like 18 points, right? 18 points a game, something like that. Aaliyah Boston is averaging she got to be averaging 18 points. We got to run it through Aaliyah. 18 points. Aaliyah Boston is averaging. Let's see. Aaliyah Boston is averaging 12.9 points, 13 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Wait, the Alyssa Smith has to be. The Alyssa Smith is balling out, so the Alyssa Smith guy has to be averaging a lot of points. Like the Alyssa Smith, because we got to run the offense between the Alyssa Smith and Aaliyah Boston. So we gotta run the offense between those two. That's gonna get us the win. That's gonna get us the win. That's gonna get us the win. Averaging going through those is gonna get us the win. And Alyssa Smith, she gotta be averaging what, 18 points, 16, 15 points? 15, 16 points, right? 15 points. Down low. Let's go. She's a what? Second year player? Third year player? Let's see. How much is Alyssa Smith at? Alyssa Smith is averaging 11 points for 12 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Well, 1.5 assists and 0.7 steals.
Paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feeding the paint or to, you know, get the ball into Aaliyah or Alyssa's hands. You know, that percentage for us, if we get those high percentage shots, it just helps everything on the outside as well. We needed to get those. You know, we just tried to get paint touches was our goal. Get the paint touches, whether that was feeding the paint or.
Now, at the most you get 24 points, 25 points a game for that. 25 points, 4 rebounds. Running the ball through Aaliyah Boston and Alyssa Smith. Audrey Wilson gets that by herself. Gets that by herself. Angel Reese got that by herself. You don't play people because big contract. The issue are already over. Whether they play or not is irrelevant. If you got your money's worth, if not, you don't. You still play the best producer. Now the question has been, let's go to the comment section. Let's go. Y'all ready? If you got comments, if you want to comment on the show, come on, let's go. This is your time. Be ready to get on. I've been on 2 hours. Man, I hate being on this. I've been on 2 hours. I've been having fun. If y'all been having fun, thumbs up real quick. We got 26 likes. Thumbs up real quick. If you've been having fun, if you enjoyed the show so far, thumbs up. Thank you for guys. Let's go with some of the comments. That's an offensive foul. It is an offensive foul. It is. Let's start here. They said Reese goes to them. She tells them how great and thankful she is. I don't know if Caitlin does that. Well, if I remember correctly, there were players going to try to get jersey swaps with Wemby. If I'm not mistaken, it works both ways. Honest Akbar said, I'm TCC, as are we all. We appreciate you, Honest. You can't be anointed the greatest of all time, and your fans blame everyone but you and the loss. Well, we didn't blame everyone with Caitlin. If you saw me go over the highlights earlier, we gave Caitlin her due diligence also when she made turnovers and when she turned the ball over and when she didn't make good plays. We did it also. We did. But when you guys are when we're sitting here and we're watching Caitlin Clark do certain things that we haven't seen Caitlin, go out and knock down shots that are just amazing. And we're wondering why this isn't going on the whole game. It really, really is, it's concerning. It's concerning. It's concerning. And a lot of people are blaming Caitlin Clark. You must have listened to the media. A lot of people are blaming Caitlin Clark and saying that she doesn't have the clutch gene. She's a little whiny. A lot of people are blaming her for that. And that's cool. But when you see Caitlin Clark and she's balling, and teams are putting all their efforts and try to stop her, then you know exactly what's going on. When you see Caitlin Clark out doing this.
Defensively, and that's the challenge for games against Seattle this year. Clark over the top, inside Boston. Nice spin move on Ezzy Mack. I don't know how that didn't go down.
Wait a minute now.
49.
Listen,
Clark
watch it again.
Against Seattle this year. Clark over the top, inside Boston. Nice
this has to be
a
bucket.
I don't know how that didn't go down.
Shooting 49% here in her second year.
And
this has to be a bucket. That's 2 assists.
Boston misses the back iron. No good. Tipped around. Caitlin Clark has it. Clark on the push. 1-on-2 goes right by Akuba.
Caitlin, this has to be a bucket.
There. We've seen a couple of bunnies on both sides missed thus far. Clark now over the top. Another nice pass and Nile defense.
Now, wait a minute now. So, you just had 4, including Caitlin's, right? 3 missed, 3 out of 4 missed layups that were calls of Caitlin. Caitlin missed 1. Aaliyah Boston missed 2 bunnies. 2 bunnies. Caitlin missed 1. but all of them are in the proximity to be able to be buckets. Right? All of them are in the area to be buckets. Take me off the screen so they can see it. Thank you. All of them are in proximity to be buckets. Let's keep going. Because they'll say, well, oh, y'all don't know her the greatest, but y'all, you know.
By Skylar Diggins-Smith, nothing doing for the Indiana offense yet. Clark has it, goes in again, loses.
That's a turnover, Kayla.
The shooter's touch, shooting over 40% from the three-point line this year.
And Clark is fouled. Just for the fun of it, Caitlin throws.
11 points allowed to this Indiana team.
Now, we down 21-11, 22-11. They bench Caitlin. Caitlin comes back in. Logo. Money. Caitlin comes back in.
They don't want to get in a three-point
pass.
Shootout with Indiana, but they certainly love to fire right back with answers.
2 hockey assists.
Inside first from Clark. Game clock.
Fair Bailey.
Clark looking for a screen, didn't get one. Now Will from Boston.
Another not screen. No screen.
Flip it up to the right hand and score.
Caitlin Clark. Buttons.
5 seconds left for Clark. Crossover dribble. Gets tackled.
2 seconds, plenty of time if you push. And
you gotta hit those free throws.
Foul because Skylar Diggins-Smith now has 2 fouls.
6 fever turnovers. So that's really the difference in the game right now. Clark.
That's ridiculous. This is why we think she's great.
Clark. Clark on the push, behind the back.
This is what, that's a bucket. That's a lay.
Baseline drive, kick it out to Wheeler. Wheeler, good look at a triple and knocks it home. Look, can't get it to go. All of a sudden, that's 6 of 10. Not looking so hot anymore. And the base
top of the defense that Will just couldn't hit the jumper.
Clark will step back and fire. That one's off the mark.
Got it, but they're not going to do that. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark 3-ball in the way. Good boy, that cost Seattle 3.
Got to score, but
we want Caitlin to shoot a whole lot more.
Facilitating this offense at a high level.
Seattle looks like
the percentages in her career in the W.
Clark trying to just get open.
We want Caitlin to play a lot harder.
1-2 running has to have the ability to rise up.
That was well done by Clark, though, to just Clark. Will she pull up? No, she'll pass down low. Really surprised she just didn't pull from.
Just worked her way down through a couple of defenders to score it.
Clark from 27, back iron.
In order for her to get a shot, she has to shoot for 20 feet out.
Good flip past to Boston. Spin move, that was beauty. And now McKay. Now Clark.
Yeah, y'all keep saying that this girl ain't it.
Flips it back. Boston hits it with 1 on the shot clock.
Y'all keep telling yourselves that she ain't it. Y'all keep telling yourselves that she's not it. She's definitely it. Y'all have to get Clark the ball more. She has to shoot more, and she needs some help. She needs some help. I can't believe that ESPN got up there and said, ESPN got up there and said that the reason they gave it Angel Reese the Rookie of the Year, the reason why Angel Reese is their vote for Rookie of the Year is because Indiana has a better team than Chicago. That's what they said. I was like, what? I was like, what? Indiana has a better team than Chicago. And that's what ESPN, listen, Stephen A. Smith, first say, let me see if I can find it. They said that, I sat there, and I said that I saw it. I'm about to get on too. I said that I saw it. They said that, I want y'all to see this because y'all, I want you to show that. So they said that I could not believe that they even said that. They said that. I'm gonna see if I can find it. And I might not find it this video. I might find it in the next video. I'm gonna do the next video. Angel Reese, because we're gonna come back and do a video on Bron nepotism. I want to talk about that nepotism real bad. I want to talk about the nepotism. Did the Lakers make a mistake on choosing Bronny? I say, I'll let you know in the video. I'll let you know. I want to talk about that potato. The root of the problem is size. The root of the problem is not Bobby U. The root of the problem is more than it's on all sides. It's the organization. It's her coach. It's her teammates. It's the WNBA. And last but not least, it's a little bit of Caitlin. And this is what Caitlin has to do. If I was to give Caitlin any advice, I would tell Caitlin to do this. I would say something close to what Blunder said. Pressure's a privilege. All right, Caitlin? Just go do you. You have the world at your oysters. Caitlin Clark literally has, she doesn't, you know what? She's trying to be such a team player. Caitlin, I wish you would just be like, screw it. And just go play you. Don't worry about what her teammates say. Don't worry about the coach say. Just play you. Because at the end of the day, Caitlin, to be honest with you, you really got all the power. You got all the power. You got all the power. And I know you're not trying to abuse it, because with great power comes great responsibility. That's what they said. I know you're not trying to abuse the power, but sometimes you gotta turn to CC Caitlin Clark Kent. You gotta throw the S on your chest, and you gotta start flying. You gotta become faster than the Sweden Bull, and you just gotta go out there and be you. You gotta be Superman, or Supergirl, which is Superwoman, whichever one. You gotta go ahead and show the S on your chest. And this is my encouragement, because I always try to leave you guys with an encouraging statement at the end of the shows. And this is my encouraging statement here at the end of the show. A lot of you guys here that's watching under the sound of my voice, a lot of you guys really, really don't show the fullness of your potential. You won't show the S on your chest. You won't show the S on your chest because you're scared people will be uncomfortable around you. And they will. They'll feel some type of way. They'll feel some type of way because you're great. They will. They'll be in their feelings. But every now and then, you have to do like Clark Kent and take the glasses off, the hat off, and the suit. And fly and soar like an eagle. And show your superiority. We all have it. Don't be scared to expose it. Listen, I care for each and every one of you guys. I want to see everyone succeed. Agree and disagree, I'm glad you're a part of the conversation. Tony Hill, thank you, man. Make sure you guys, if you get a chance, hit that like and subscribe. And we'll see you coming up soon. Looking forward to Sunday, 3 p.m. Miss Elvis, love you too. Love you too. You stay cool too. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Try to do a fast react. If you're in Middle Georgia, I'll be at the VA celebrating the 4th of July, our 4th of July celebration, and I'll be hosting that at the VA. So if you're in Middle Georgia area, come join me. Come out and see me. Bring the kids. It's a great time. They're going to have free food, ride. They're going to have free food, rides, bouncing houses. They're going to have all types of activities, giveaways. You know, we like to give back to the community, baby. That's what we do. So we'll be at the VA hospital celebrating our veterans on the 4th of July. We'll be there celebrating our veterans. So if you're in Middle Georgia area, come through and see your boy KD. I'll be hosting it, celebrating the veterans and celebrating our independence on the 4th of July at the VA. That's in Dublin, Georgia. Listen, thank you guys. If you guys want to get in contact with me, you can hit me up at kingdavidjordan@gmail.com. Or you can call 478-569-6110. Leave a message. You can leave a message at 478-569-6110. And if you get a chance and you want to donate to the show, you can do that at Cash App, $DeJourPay. It's $DAJORPAY. That's right. On our way to 1,000 subscribers. Why aren't we at 1,000 yet? I don't understand that. This is some of the best content online. We should definitely be at 1,000 subscribers. So if you know somebody named subscribe, y'all be like, hey, you need to go subscribe to KD. Because KD is going to give you something that we ain't, you know, he's going to give you some stuff you ain't never heard before. You're going to have a good time. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. To those who stayed up with me, I cannot believe we had these numbers at 6:30 Eastern time. AM. Y'all been on here with me for 2 hours. That's amazing. All the likes, all the cries, everyone. Shout out to Twitter. Twitter is strong too. X, what's up? YouTube, y'all holding me down. Facebook, what's going on? I appreciate every one of you guys. Love you guys. Y'all have a great morning. I'm out. Peace.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to America.
Big lights, big stars, big dreams, big cars, big truck. Yeah, we rolling real clean. Big job, big house, big home. Rolling kitty paint, and he sitting on chrome. It's the life that we live. Everybody trying to be a pill. Stack paper, get your money long. Call us in city for the city we put on.
Carl. Carl the Grifter, what's up, my brother? Thank you so much, my brother Carl. Good to see you, bro. Steven, what's up? What's up, Steven? J Will, thank you so much, J Will. Tim, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Amish, always Evans, always a pleasure. Always. Debbie, what's going on?
Hope it be heard. Land of the free, home of the brave. Ain't none free. The price been paid. For fingers of the God, that's ludicrous. Real talk, homie, you irrelevant. But let me switch it back. Get in focus. America, please take notice. Big lights, big stars, big dreams, big cars, big truck. Yeah, we rolling real clean. Big job, big house, big home. Rolling kitties.
Sticky Picky, what's up?
It's the life that we live. Everybody trying to be a pill. Stack paper, get your money long.
That's tough. You stand with Trump, that's tough.
Dealer, America smoke switch, not promote the healer. America provoke caterpillar. Speaking on the realer, at every given moment, anybody can be a killer. Thank God he's a forgiver, gracious deliverer, the Holy Ghost filler, who comes to be a siller. Purge like a liver, now we're flowing like a river to the heart of America to make the devil quiver. Wait the dead thriller, but not in vanilla. In the ring like a lead, but with Holy Ghost filler with an extra clip of scripture. Squeezing on the trigger.
Daz, what's up, man? What's up, Daz?
Bouncing like Tigger, America, will ya take time to hear the word of the gospel, face it like a mirror. Things will get clearer when the devil don't steal ya. America do it big, but God do it bigger. Big lights, big stars, big dreams, big cars, big truck. Yeah, we rolling real clean. Big job, big house, big home. Rolling kitty paint, and he sitting on chrome. It's the life that we live. Everybody trying to be a pill. Stack paper, get your money long. Call us in city for the city we put on. us in heaven. Thank you, God. Listen, so God loved you so much that he sent his only begotten son. And all we want to do is just offer him to you. He's here to save you. Will you let him in your heart? You are the next generation.